tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 26-yard line.
Down! 180! Check, watch 54, watch 54. Come on, D! Kill. Check 3, go Chief! Check 13! Go team, spell! Check 9! Watch twist!
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script. If they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
Switch it. Hey, Haywood!
Throwing his Carr on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
He's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Monday, down. You ready? You're mine.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
13, 12, undercut, 21. Switch.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it.
Here we go. 13.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Recon, 152 fighter. Lock.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got his target, Samuel. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Here we go. 21. 36. No. Flag. Shit. 11.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Garoppolo now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
White.
Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Omaha.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first down is Carr. And that's complete to Cooks. Touchdown! A big play there. 74 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablets.
And a loose football, and the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Second and 13. Carr, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
13. Chopper! Hey, Wahoo! 58 to Mike.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Well, here we go. Move. Hey. Hey, we are.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
Second and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. This is Mostert. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go,
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check it back.
11.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. There he goes, right side. A great pick, nice return. But you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and 1 at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
11.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Black 80. White. Watch the screen. Get hot.
A shotgun snap for Glenn Moore. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
7:34.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. To throw his Carr.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think...
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Interception all day, baby.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
12, fellas, here we go.
Here's Mostert. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo flushed out right. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
Bang, bang. Black. Bang, bang.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Going for it all. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Prater for the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. That's fielded in the end zone. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime at Super Bowl 56. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Mostert, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards.
Here we go. 11. Go ahead.
Now Mostert. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Now the fullback, Juszczyk. It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Hey, check. Watch tight end.
Hey, alert.
7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
50. Here we go. 180. 58 right there. Let's go. We got this. 11.
58. What? All day.
Bravo.
Any day. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Carr. Throw left side, complete. It's Jacobs. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo, this one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run on the draw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a 1st down.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Look at the dance and the juke. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. I got him.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Room here to run. That's good for 28 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Watch the safety creep. Tight dog.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is and he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Keep playing.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the 36, Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 36 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
What now?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Check 99. Slam. Check. Crunch. Kill.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On 2nd down and 4, Carr throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jacobs. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They give them 12 yards and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Down. 185.
56. Here we go. Quick dash. Go. Check nickel.
Jacobs now. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
That's up.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Jacobs. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And the Oakland Raiders are on top of the football world. They will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.